Before Bev Francis ever stepped onto a bodybuilding stage, she had already built a body the sport did not know how to judge. She was not shaped by mirrors first. She was shaped by iron, chalk, shot put circles, powerlifting platforms, and numbers that sounded unreal for a woman in the early 1980s. A 500-pound squat, a 335-pound bench press, a 501-pound deadlift. Then she entered female bodybuilding, where the question was not only who had the best physique, the question was more dangerous. How much muscle was a woman allowed to have before the sport became afraid of her? Bev Francis was born in Geelong, Australia in 1955, the youngest of 5 children. She trained seriously from 1974, studied physical education, and built herself first as an athlete, not as an icon. Track and field came before the stage. Shot put, discus, javelin, disciplines where power is not decoration but function. In 1977, she broke the Australian shot put record. Then powerlifting gave her a different throne. From 1980 through 1985, she became an undefeated world powerlifting champion, breaking more than 40 world records. That was the body George Butler brought into pumping iron to the women. Not a polished pageant figure, not a softened symbol built to reassure anyone. A powerlifter crossing into bodybuilding with dense muscle, heavy shoulders, and a presence that made the judging table uncomfortable. Rachel McLish represented beauty the culture could understand. Bev represented strength the culture could not yet name. At the 1983 Caesars World Cup in Las Vegas, Bev stood on stage and changed the room. Bodybuilding claimed to reward muscle, but when a woman arrived with more of it than anyone expected, the standard suddenly became complicated. Was she too muscular? Not feminine enough? Too far ahead of the category? Years later, Bev rebuilt herself. She learned symmetry, posing, conditioning, the visual grammar of bodybuilding. She won the 1987 IFBB World Professional Bodybuilding Championship. She placed third at Ms. Olympia in 1987, 1988, and 1989, then second in 1990 and 1991. But the paradox followed her, first too muscular, then not quite the right kind of muscular. That is the wound in Bev Francis's story. She did not simply lose contests. She forced judges, fans, magazines, and television audiences to admit that female bodybuilding had limits it did not want to confess. Every pound of muscle asked the same question: do you want women to build or only to decorate? Bev Francis did not become Miss Olympia, but she changed what Miss Olympia could become. After her came larger, denser, more muscular champions: Lenda Murray, Kim Chizevsky, Yakseni Oriquen, Iris Kyle, Andrea Shaw. The sport eventually moved toward the territory Bev had entered too early. Some athletes win by standing on the top step. Bev Francis won in a stranger way. She became the line the sport was afraid to cross, and then, slowly, the future crossed it behind her.